Williams Lucky 7 MPU and Driver board, and I have it booted. Let me boot it again. I don't have a battery pack installed, so I did a quick flick of the switch and she's booted. Not many attract mode features in Lucky 7. Williams hadn't figured that out yet. This CPU board, as I mentioned, or as I rolled in the pictures, had every single socket had to be replaced because they were ScanBe sockets. And I was hoping that they wouldn't need to be replaced, but after I was pulling the chips out, they almost fell out. So I had to replace, what is that, a total of 10 sockets. I updated the board to System 4 configuration, which is a modification of the reset section. I replaced the 5-volt filter cap coming in, added this 1N4148, and the clock section had already been updated. I revised the board to accept level 4 or System 4 ROMs with this jumper here, and there's a cut trace just to the left of the top of the jumper. And I burned a single ROM for Lucky 7. The old ROM was trash. The legs fell off of it when I pulled it out. I am going to take these two sockets off to make sure there's no corrosion underneath those. The driver board required all of the headers to be replaced. It had 3 AMI 6821s in it. One of them would sometimes work and sometimes not, so I have replaced it. And I replaced the 5-volt filter cap here too. So 16 headers, 40 pin interconnect, blanking. This thing's good to go. So let me put it into test. And I hit the wrong button. I forgot with System 3s, you have to hit the diagnostic button first. So let me do that. And now we are into test and display test. I noticed that these tests run slower than the later revisions of the board. The next test is lamp test. Working correctly, and now we are going to wait through solenoid test. It's really slow. The LED that is currently lit is the coin lockout LED, or circuit, I should say, and it'll turn off when it gets to that point. That's 12. I have the blue LED and a green LED because on System 11 or Data East MPUs, those are the AC select relay. I don't use this test rig very often anymore because I've got the dumbass test rig for System 11s, but this light board comes in handy for System 7s or System 3 through 7. So the next thing I'm going to do is rake this connector with a ground wire, and we'll see each of the special solenoids light in turn 3, 4, 5, 6. And that proves that the switch inputs to the special solenoids is working correctly. Switch test. And I have my PinWiki tester, and the last switch for Lucky 7 at the bottom of my list is switch 40. Let's go through column 1. And what we can of row 1, because because there are only 5 columns. And here's the last switch, switch 40. So we are good to go. We can go through the adjustments are done differently on this game, but the game will reboot now. And let me show you what these LEDs do on boot. This is the correct operation. They will come on and then go off, and then the score displays light up. And we're alternating between the last high score to date the default high score to date and the last score. So thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate your patience. These things take a long time to work through. Like I said, every ScanBe socket needs to go. There were 3 ScanBe sockets on the driver board, and all those headers always need to be replaced. Thanks again.